Hello you, it's Josh here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Nuna Kananya video. Today, we're going to be finishing that lovely main street right here that you can see and getting all of the buildings in this main kind of block done, as well as also preparing for the next episode where we're going to be doing the inside of that aquarium, which we obviously built just to the left right there. And also doing the inside of the reptile house and a couple shops, restaurants and guest services and stuff like that. Now you can see here for the aquarium, we went for quite a modern design right here. Quite big, a little bit bland at the moment, so things are kind of empty. But I basically just wanted to get the entire park ready for the next episode where we're probably going to be finishing that aquarium, getting the inside done, and the reptile house and stuff like that. But without further ado, people, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please do leave a like and subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. Without further ado, let's get on to the time lapse here, people. See you right there. So, here we are, people, in Nuna Kananya once again, and we're finally getting a ton more buildings done right here. Starting off with this aquarium right here, because like I said in the last episode, I don't think I said it in the last episode, but I put a poll on my channel, on the community page, to see, you know, what you guys wanted to see next, and it was very, very, you know, overly resounding that you want to see the aquarium and the main street finished, which is fair enough, you know. I was very, very excited to get this finally finished right here and see what it looks like, but, you know, in the end, I really, really like how this turned out here. But what we're going for here with this aquarium is basically, I thought that we'd go for kind of a bit more of a modern sort of style building, a bit more, you know, what's the word? A bit more weird, you know, got some weird angles to it and a bit of a weird shape. And honestly, I think it turned out really well in the end. I mean, you can see here we're gonna have a lot of different angles and we're gonna have a lot of different things, you know, coming off of this, you know, different walls and stuff like this. Obviously with that sort of sea color, as you can see right there, and then the rest of it is going to be white. Although I may actually change that to white concrete. I've not quite decided yet, because right now it does look a little bit bare. But, you know, probably white or white concrete. But you can see right here, we've got these lovely big windows here, which are going to go into kind of a lobby area right here, I guess. And a big grand staircase or whatever. I don't know. I've not really worked that part out yet. But, you know, I quite like it so far. It looks quite interesting. And then we're just getting this entrance area right here. Now, there are actually two entrances to this place currently right now. There's one entrance right here, a big main one. There's one to the side, right to the right here, which you can see Zach's working on right now, doing a bit of windows because he just decided he wanted to help a bit here. But I might also add some extra doors on some other sides of this building right here, because I'm going to add some nice facades, because right now, obviously, the building's kind of looking a little bit flat around the other edges. So we're probably going to have some doors on there, have some nice facades, and make it look quite nice there. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know what I'm going to do there, honestly. But, you know, we'll do something like that and probably have a couple more entrances, because, I mean, for this big of an aquarium in a zoo, it'd obviously have a couple different entrances, rather than just this main one here. But you can see, yeah, we've got some other big windows coming out here at a different little angle here on top of these lower windows where that other door is going to be right there. And then we've got a nice grass roof there, because I thought, hey, why not have a grass roof? Even though, if I remember rightly, the rest of the roof on this building is actually just stone. But I mean, you know, people might be able to actually see this grass roof. So, of course, you know, better make it look like it's nice and grassy, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to take a break from building the aquarium right there, because I kind of got bored, I think, or something like that. I don't know. And we're going to start building a little train right here. Now, a lot of zoos in real life have trains kind of going around the park, because well, long story short, a lot of zoos are quite old, so they have a lot of these old sort of stuff like trains going around the place and stuff like that. I don't know why they do, but you know, zoos, etc, etc. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to extend this building. Now, obviously, we've got this front area right here, which is supposed to look quite nice as you're coming in, but then the rest of the building right here is going to be a little bit more bland. Now, you'll see this wall we kind of detailed a little bit. We've got these kind of big metal poles and a little cover over here, which is kind of held up and stuff like that, which I quite like, honestly, and I might even take this sort of style through to the other sides as well in some places. But right now, we have just left that kind of more bland now. But I thought, you know, obviously, as it goes on right here, it needs to get a little bit more just kind of empty, or not empty, but kind of a bit more, you know, bland and boring, because they wouldn't detail the entire building, because that would take forever. See right here, Roblox servers died, so I have to redo this entire wall right here. But yeah, we've got this lovely accent wall right here. We're gonna have like a shed or something here where the train is going to go into, and where we can obviously store the trains in the winter, hypothetically, and stuff like that. And then we're just going to bring all these walls around here, get all this roof in. Yeah, for this part here, we did have a massive metal roof right here, which I'm not really sure they'd have in real life, if I'm going to be completely honest, but at the same time, it kind of looks nice. So, yeah, this time, realism loses, and I just decided to do a big metal roof there. But for the rest of this building here, you'll see in a little bit, we are going to have an actual proper concrete roof on the rest of this, I'm pretty sure. sure here. You can see we also bring that concrete wall just round a little bit here because obviously I thought it made sense. And then we're just going to bring it out just a tiny bit more. You can see we're destroying that, which by the way, that is very satisfying watching me just destroy all that and replace it right there. That's quite satisfying actually. But yeah, you can see that we're just going to place all those in, and then we're going to bring all those white walls in, which by the way was an absolute pain to do, and I never want to do it again. So yeah, we're going to get this roof in here. Actually, no, we had a grass roof on here. Oh, look at me being eco-friendly and stuff. I don't know, I can't remember. My brain is that numb from this 30-day live stream that I have no clue anymore. But yeah, you can see right here, we're going to start working on our other building right here, which in the end, I decided to do a very similar building to the actual front of the reptile house right here, just because I thought, you know, it made sense right here to kind of have another entrance to the reptile house. So actually, although this, like I just said, is supposed to be an entrance for the reptile house, and that's what the original plan was right here, this is actually going to be a, what do you call it? A 𝗬𝗬𝗀𝗀, which is going to be obviously based after 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀, because we were in a call when I was building this, and he came up with that, and honestly, that name is so good that I kind of don't, you know, I wasn't going to add another 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀 one in here, because obviously 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀's got 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀 Meadows in Happening Point. But I mean, how am I not supposed to like include 𝗬𝗬𝗀𝗀 in this? That is such a good name. So well, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I might do a poll on my channel or something like that, but obviously it'll just mean that the reptile house is a tiny bit smaller here, and we'll have this 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀 little shop right here. It'll obviously be based off Build-A-Bear, where people can go, like, you know, build plushies that are, you know, based off 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀 and stuff like that. I think that's a really cool idea, and with his logo and stuff like that, I've got a really cool idea, so I'm quite excited to do that. But obviously, you know, guys, I will leave a poll on my community tab, so make sure to, you know, check out my community tab if you haven't already, and you know, maybe, you know, reply to that if you'd like right there. Anyway, as you can see right here, we're also going to carry on this building around here because, to be honest, I've kind of been having a bit of problems coming up with new building styles right here. So in the end, I came up with this lovely little building around here that just kind of replicates that sort of building style that we have around here, but a little bit different, because what we're going to have here is we're going to have a nice restaurant probably or something like that, and some nice seating, as you'll see a little bit later going down this boulevard, because right now we have obviously crafted coffee, and we have the upstairs thing, but we don't actually have any fancy like steakhouses or something like that. And I feel like, you know, zoos always have like steakhouses and shit like that, don't they? Because steaks are expensive and they make a lot of money from it, so zoos are like, yeah, woo, let's go. I'm not sure why you'd go to a steakhouse though at a theme park or like a zoo, because I mean, you only have a certain amount of time to look around and do everything, so why would you sit down and eat? I don't know, but I mean, to each their own. I guess it's for the old people right here, but you know, let's be honest, most people who go to zoos are just old people anyway, so you know. But yeah, you can see right here, we're going to get a bunch of glass in right here. And then I'm thinking this is probably going to be the entrance to a 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀, to build a boomer right here, because it kind of just feels very perfect with those tall, thin windows and stuff like that. And 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀 actually gave a great idea, because obviously the actual, what do you call it? The actual, the actual like building right here for the, what do you call them? The fucking animal things. You know what I mean? The reptile house, sorry. The reptile house is going to cover this entire second floor. So what he actually said is that I could build like a bit of an aviary above like build a boomer right here, which I think will actually be quite a cool idea. I'm not sure because the only problem with it is that it might not look great, but I don't know. We're going to give it a try. And now what you can see, now we finished that building, we're going to start the next one right here, which, by the way, was an absolute pain in the backside. I hated building this this building right here, but I really like how it turned out in the end. It's a very different building. It's kind of very, very, very different to a lot of the other buildings we've got in this area, which is what I like, because it's very unique and very different. And I mean, I put a lot of work into this here. You can see that this wall here is made up of like hundreds and hundreds of primitives. I think in total, this entire building is made up of like over 2,000 primitives or something ridiculous like that. Because you can see the way that I'm doing this here is I wanted to have this kind of striped wood effect right here. So what I decided to do was just basically use some primitives right here and stripe the wood. And then just paint it over like this after, which I think looked quite nice in the end. Obviously, you know, I quite like this here. I think it looks quite interesting. And then we've got like this black frame coming around here where we're going to have the entrance. Now, actually, to speak about what's going to be in here. Now, I'm also not sure about this one, to be honest. So I might do another community poll. But I think I'm going to be having a custom 4D ride in here. So like the ride where the entire thing moves and then there's a screen and stuff like that. I think I'm going to be doing a 4D ride in here. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever done a 4D ride in Theme Park Tycoon 2 before, especially to the level that I'm thinking of doing it to. But as well as that, I was talking to 𝗬𝗵ci𝗄𝗀 and he came up with a couple other ideas that we could maybe try here. So honestly, I'm not very sure, but I kind of do like the idea of a 4D cinema because, you know, you'll see obviously the building at the start of in the cinematics. It looks very, very much like a cinema sort of building, if you know what I mean. It has like a couple windows and it's quite dark and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of a cinema building for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm probably going to put a 4D cinema in there. But if you have any other ideas for what could go in there, then of course, leave them down in the comments. I'm probably not going to do a poll for that one because, you know, I don't really know what else would go in there. But if you do have any cool ideas for what could go in here, you know, leave a comment down below. And while you're at it, guys, leave a like and subscribe, or I will find you. No, I'm joking. But obviously, it's very, very much appreciated. But anyway, we've not finished all that building right there. We've still got a little bit more to do, but, you know, I got a bit bored there. So we're going to move on to this building. Obviously, getting the side of this reptile house in right here. And then what I decided is that I wanted to kind of copy this sort of green building style that we got at the front. Because I thought, you know, it makes sense here. And also, I spent, like, hours researching different zoos and I couldn't find anything. So in the end, I decided to just go for this sort of stuff right here. So we just have a tiny little building here. It is, like, literally, like, an 8th of the size of the other building, but I kind of just wanted a nice building to fill this in here. I mean, actually, I think we're gonna have a bunch of foliage and stuff like that, or there's not gonna be a path maybe running down next to these buildings here, so they're almost just like facades, just to make it, you know, look nice and so we don't have just like a massive concrete wall right here. So it doesn't really matter that they don't look absolutely amazing, but honestly, in the end, I think they look pretty good here. I don't mind the look of them. I think they look pretty decent overall. So yeah, we're just gonna chuck in all those roof trims right there. You know, make sure it's all roof trimmed up. And then, obviously, we're going to chuck in all those poles and all that sort of stuff right here. Which, obviously, this window right here, I might honestly black out because, obviously, with the reptile house, the problem that I am having with the reptile house right now is that there's so many windows on these buildings right here. I have a tendency to put far too many windows on my builds, which I don't know why I do it, but I guess windows do add a lot of depth and interest onto the actual build right here. So I kind of thought, whatever, sure, we'll add some windows and whatever. So most of these windows will probably be covered up in the end. I have no idea, though. I'll have to decide that, obviously, a little bit later on. But yeah, we're going to chuck a roof on like this, and then obviously we're going to get all the roofs connected up in just a second. You'll see here, which I think I did a pretty good job of connecting up all these roofs, because it was something that I was a little worried about, because you'll see here as the video goes on, the roofs are kind of all over the place, and, you know, kind of just go crazy. But in the end, I think I did a pretty good job connecting them up. But you can see how we're going to extend this 4D building out right here. We're going to add a nice big window here. And then, of course, we're going to carry on that extremely difficult to do stripy wall right here, which in the end, I think looks quite nice. I mean, look at that. Yeah, woo. That is actually super satisfying. I can't lie. I didn't get all those things right there. I was quite satisfying. But yeah, now we're just going to paint them all up here so it all looks lovely. And what I've done is I've added a nice skylight going along here, because obviously we're going to have a bit of a lobby area and a queue right here to obviously get into the 4D cinema right here. Or whatever else may go in here. So we've got a nice big, you know, skylight coming in here, and then obviously we're going to have a darker room somewhere a little bit further away from all the windows, which is obviously where we're going to have the 4D cinema, which, by the way, should be pretty nice. I'm very excited to do that, honestly, because it's something that I've never done before, but I've got some really cool ideas for it, which I think will work super well in there. So I'm going to, you know, I'm probably going to do that, but I guess we'll see. But you can see how now we're going to just start combining all these roofs together, which in the end, I honestly think look pretty nice here. I think we did a pretty good job of connecting up all these roofs and stuff like that. Like I said, they all are moving quite smoothly, sorry. And then we've got this flat light thing here. But here we go, people. Here's all the Discord server boosters and patrons and Discord server boosters and Twitch subscribers, sorry. So yeah, thank you very much for becoming all those things. You can become a patron at patreon.com/𝗂𝗍 today for £1 a month. You get early access to videos, sneak peeks, and so much more. But except from that, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. It's very, very much appreciated. You can also subscribe if you want to see more videos and ring that notification bell. But except from that, guys, I hope if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to watch more Nuna Kananya videos. And I'll see you all in another one. Bye-bye.